Jude, lower that. Lower that. Jude, lower that. God, this kid. Lower that.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I lost you.
Sorry.
Okay, so you got negative 10 minus 5. So you're at negative 10 on the number line. And now is the negative 5 going to take you left or right?
Negative 5? I thought it was positive 5.
Okay, but we're looking at this line right here. Once we got rid of the two signs, then we can do the question. So we've got negative 10 minus 5. So you're going to negative 10 on the number line. And then you're going in minus 5. No, we don't write it like that.
Like that?
Yeah, we've got it written several times. You see what I circled here?
Mm-hmm.
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay, but we're needing an answer to that.
Okay. So negative 10 minus positive 5. Okay. Would it give you more negative?
Yeah.
So you would just do 10 plus 5, which is 15. So it'd be negative 15?
Right. Negative 15. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so how would you... Okay, so on the number line, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would go to the left?
You'd go down to minus 10, right? And then minus 5 means you're going left 5 units.
But it's positive, and positive's to the right. So wouldn't you go 10 units to the right?
Only want to think of having one sign. So when we get to this point, you just want to think negative 10 minus 5. Okay, you generally try and get away from the notation in this question. You want to simplify it. So by simplifying it, you get rid of the double signs and you come down to just one sign in front of every number.
Okay. Can we do another one?
Yeah, just a second. Let me erase here because we've got lots of stuff on the board.
I have some more questions, so I'm just gonna screenshot it quickly.
Some more integer questions?
Yeah, I have yeah.
Okay, so which are your integer questions? Put them up.
So this is another one. So this is another one. So plus 7 minus. Okay. So can I see if I could do this one?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you. Would it be like this?
Okay, we don't want two signs. Remember, we want one sign. So negative times a positive is a?
Negative times a positive. That's a negative.
Right, so all we want here, we don't want to make our life complicated. So once we get rid of the sign, we just want to do minus 5. We get rid of the brackets, we get rid of the two signs. That's nice and simple looking.
Wait, I have a question. So why do we need to know about... I thought we were switching the operations or something. So what's the point of doing negative times positive when you're not really going to switch anything?
Okay, now this depends on what you have been talking about and how you've done it in class. So have you been looking at a minus and going, this is the same as plus 7, and somebody's telling you that's adding -5? Is that how you've been doing it?
I guess I don't know. I just started this unit. He just gave us some like skills unit.
Because a lot comes down to how he or your teacher is describing it in class, and he may or may not be doing it this way. I teach all the way through to grade 12, so I look at it from the standpoint of what we do, and you get to high school, and we don't use this notation. We simplify from the notation you've got here. But if he's doing it this way, you can do it this way, and then you can just do it on your number line. So it's +7 and then plus -5. What would you get?
You would get I'm so confused. I don't know. So +7. What? Sorry.
+7 and then plus -5.
That would be 2.
Right. Okay, so you can do it that way. So if we do it thinking of +9 minus -3, then it sounds like he's doing, you change addition and then you add the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So what would you do here?
You would do plus and -3.
Well, you just told me that you do the opposite. You add the opposite.
So that would be +3 too.
Right.
I don't know. Because our teacher doesn't really teach us. He just gives us textbook work, and in the textbook it gives us a number line. It didn't say like switching operations or something.
Okay, so this is another way of doing it. The way I showed you before is a way of doing it. This is another way of doing it, and it depends on what best suits the way your teacher is explaining it. But then what would you get here? +9 plus 3.
+12.
Right. Okay, so if I had -14 minus +8, using the same way, what would I rewrite that as?
-14 plus +8.
Now, what did we say? Add what?
If you
You have to add to, if you have subtraction, you add the opposite. So what am I adding here?
-8.
Right, add the opposite. Okay, so now what's -14 plus -8?
I'm still so confused. Like adding a negative and
Well, to subtract, what I think you're thinking your teacher might have told you to subtract and add the opposite. So you change subtraction to addition, and then you add the opposite. So now you're going -14 plus
okay.
-8.
Which is that would make it more negative, right?
It would, yeah.
So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Right.
-22.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so now you've got -11 minus -4. So what do you do? The first thing you do here?
Okay, I think I get this now.
Yay! Okay, so now -11 and then +4.
And that would make it more negative.
Would it? Going down -11, then you're adding on 4. Adding is moving to the right.
So 10, 9, 8. That would be 8.